Novak Djokovic just sent the tennis world into another frenzy, and this time it is all about Alex Eala. Ahead of the Miami Open 2026, Djokovic has once again made it crystal clear that he is fully behind the rising Filipina star. And the way he talked about her has people across the tennis world paying very close attention, because this was not just a casual compliment. This was not just a polite acknowledgement. This was Novak Djokovic going all in with praise for Alex Eala, talking about her talent, her mentality, her work ethic, and the kind of presence she brings to the sport. And when a player like Novak Djokovic speaks that strongly about someone, people listen. According to the latest buzz surrounding Indian Wells and the lead-up to Miami, Djokovic made it known that he and Alex Eala get along very well both on and off the court. That alone says a lot. Tennis is a sport where respect has to be earned, especially from a legend like Djokovic, who has seen every kind of player, every kind of personality, and every kind of prospect come and go. So when he speaks warmly about someone's character and how they carry themselves away from the spotlight, that is significant. But then he took it even further. Djokovic reportedly visited Eala after her elimination from Indian Wells, and instead of focusing on the disappointment of the loss, he focused on what she did next. That is where his admiration seemed to grow even stronger. He praised the way she immediately locked back in, the way she returned to work, the way she shifted her full attention toward preparing for the Miami Open. In his eyes, that response was inspiring. Not the win, not the hype, not the attention, the response, the discipline, the willingness to go right back to training and keep building. And honestly, that is the kind of praise that may mean the most. Because anyone can celebrate a player when they are winning. Anyone can call a young talent special when the headlines are glowing and the crowd is roaring. But when a legend like Djokovic singles out the way a player handles adversity, the way they respond to defeat, and the way they keep their focus, that is a different level of respect. That means he sees something deeper in Alex Eala. He sees a competitor. He sees a serious athlete. He sees someone who is not just chasing moments, but building something real. And Djokovic did not stop there. He reportedly said that Alex Eala is great to watch on TV, but even better in person. Think about that for a second. This is one of the greatest players to ever hold a racket, talking about a young WTA star in a way that makes it sound like she has an extra gear, an extra aura, an extra quality that cameras cannot fully capture. He described her as an incredible athlete, someone who is carving out her place in the WTA for all the right reasons. Not for controversy, not for gimmicks, not for noise, for the right reasons. Her tennis, her effort, her attitude, her discipline.
My first time to play with these guys, and it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of laughter.
Djokovic even had a little on-court session with Eala to help uplift her, and by all accounts, he enjoyed every second of it. He reportedly said it was fun having her there, and mentioned that it was his first time really getting to play with her in that kind of setting. But what stood out was that little extra note of surprise and approval. He said she is actually good. Now, on the surface, that might sound simple, but coming from Novak Djokovic, it lands differently. He has shared the court with the best of the best. He knows exactly what elite ball striking looks like. He knows what timing looks like, what anticipation looks like, what touch looks like. So when he says a player is actually good, after spending real time on court with them, that carries weight. That is experience talking. That is one champion recognizing genuine quality in another rising talent.
I was really blown away by how inspired she was. I mean, I was blown away by watching great athletes on that ring.
And Djokovic is not alone in all of this. Jessica Pegula has also stepped in with strong words of support for Alex Eala after Indian Wells, and her message was just as powerful in its own way. Pegula reportedly made it clear that one loss in the round of 16 does not define Eala. One match, one afternoon, one result cannot erase everything she has already shown. And it definitely cannot erase everything she is still capable of becoming. That is such an important point, especially for a player like Eala, who is now operating under a level of attention that only keeps growing. When a young player begins to capture hearts, inspire a nation, and draw real excitement on the biggest stages, every match starts to feel larger than life. Every result gets magnified, every setback gets analyzed, every mistake gets replayed. But Pegula's perspective cuts through all of that. She is saying what many serious tennis fans already know. The long-term picture matters more than one scoreline. And she went even further. Pegula reportedly said that nobody paying attention to women's tennis right now can deny the potential that Alex Eala is bringing into the WTA. That is a huge statement, because potential in tennis is not just about clean strokes or athletic movement. It is about presence. It is about resilience. It is about the ability to make people feel like something important is happening when you step on court. And Eala seems to have that. She is not just another promising name on a draw sheet. She is becoming an event, a story, a presence. Pegula even reportedly mentioned that she would love to have Eala on her podcast to really talk about the kind of energy and attention she is bringing to the sport right now. And that tells you a lot. This is not just praise for her forehand or her speed. This is recognition of her impact. Eala is bringing passion, drawing crowds, creating conversations, and pulling more eyes toward women's tennis. That matters. It matters to the players, it matters to the tournaments, and it matters to the future of the sport.
Yeah, I mean, she's really good tennis player. Goes for her shots, takes the ball early, rips. Being a lefty is always tricky, competes really well. I mean, obviously she's beaten a lot of top players this week. I don't really think she needs me to tell her that she's a great player, that we're not going to see enough of her, but we definitely are. And she proved that tonight. I mean, that was really tough.
And maybe that is one of the biggest reasons why support for her feels so strong right now. Alex Eala is not just winning fans because of results. She is winning people over because of the way she handles everything around those results. Pegula reportedly praised how Eala is dealing with the fame, the pressure, and the weight of expectation. And that might be one of the most impressive parts of this whole story. Because let's be honest, carrying the hopes of an entire country is not easy. Becoming a symbol is not easy. Having millions of people invested in your every performance is not easy. But by all accounts, Eala is handling it with grace. She is staying grounded, she is staying humble, she is appreciating her supporters in a way that feels genuine. And even in defeat, she is showing a level of composure that says everything about her maturity. That kind of poise cannot be faked for long. Eventually, pressure exposes who you are. And right now, it seems to be revealing that Alex Eala has the mindset to handle much more than just one tournament run.
It's
amazing. I mean, I played her when she kind of broke out last year in Miami, and I'm from there, and the whole crowd was against me, and I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, where do these people come from? And then week after week, as she has done well and established herself as a really good player on tour, they all come out to support her. And so I think we saw that in Australia when it was kind of overcrowded. They put her on too small of a court. We saw it here. You can hear it from the hotel. You can hear the crowd roaring, especially at night. So it's incredible.
Alex Eala is stepping into Miami Open 2026 with momentum, with support, with belief, and with a growing sense that something big could be coming. And if the words from Novak Djokovic and Jessica Pegula are any indication, the tennis world sees it too. One thing is already clear. Alex Eala is no longer just a promising young name. She is becoming one of the most talked about stories in women's tennis. And with Miami just around the corner, all eyes are on what she does next. If she rises again, this wave of praise will only grow louder. And if she delivers on the court the way her biggest supporters believe she can, Miami Open 2026 might be the moment the rest of the world fully understands what Novak Djokovic seems to already know. Alex Eala is coming, and the tennis world is watching.